Hi guys, and welcome to Watch It Wednesday, episode 132. So, to go a little more in depth with how I come up with these, because I guess that's the number one the number one question I get about my cards. So, what this is I have my big glass mat down here, but I also have this magnetic one that I got from We Are Memory Keepers, like, oh my gosh, years ago. Probably a good 8 years ago. Maybe 5 years ago. Anyway, so what I have done on here is I have drawn in marker, because can be used like a dry erase board. I drew in Sharpie the outline of a base card. Okay, and then I have these dry erase markers, and I'll either get out my templates, my size templates, and I'll rearrange like items on there or on a cardstock itself. Or what I've been doing lately is not using this, but just using this and drawing on here. So like, let's say, okay, so this is a 2x2 square. And here's a, let's say, a 2x1 rectangle. And then here, so I kind of like the way that looks. Maybe I would draw this one up a little higher. And then I count squares, and maybe I would bring this one a little more over. And then I count squares. So here, each of these is an inch. So this is 2.5 inches, and this is by 2. So this is 2.5 by 2. This is, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is an inch. And then we have 2.5 there. So this is 1 by 2.5. And then this is 1 across, and again, 2. And this is 1, 2, 3, 3/4. So each of these little squares is a fourth. So this is 2. This is 1 across here because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the little tiny squares. Let me see if I can get that in a little bit more. All right, but the little green squares aren't showing up. If I bring it closer, you might see it. See how there's like little grids in there? Those are each a fourth of an inch. All right. So this is 1, and this is 2, 1, 2, 3 squares there. So this is 1 by 2 3/4. So then once I actually get the measurements, I will cut, like here, this is a 1 inch. So I'm going to cut this to 2 3/4. Sorry. Just because people have been asking. It's like, how do you come up with so many different ideas? This is what I do. And then I take my scraps that I have over here. And so now this, I'm going to go 2.5 by 2. And then this again is 1 inch there, and this is 2.5. So then I'm going to cut this out to 1 by 2.5. So now I can either rearrange these on here, or I can grab a piece of cardstock and start rearranging there. And then what I do is, and I'll show this to you, so I'll start laying them down. Let me bring this up here. I'll start laying them down. I'll be like, okay, I like that. What if I go like this? And I will show you today's template. And I don't always, let's see, and then I just take microfiber cloth. Eventually I'll have to redo these Sharpies, but for the most part they don't wipe off when you wipe off your dry erase markers. All right, so that's how I set it up. And sorry if I just wasted 4 minutes of your life, but that's kind of what I do. So here, this is what we have going here for this one. So again, I have these pieces here that I cut out. And let me show you, because I've already I have different pictures of what I think I want to do for my layouts, but we're going to go with this one here. So take my card. It's going to be a portrait card, as you can see. So I can tell already I'm either going to tear the edge or color the edge, because it kind of fades into that background. But this is our template that we're going to work on Friday. And we're going to do some extra stuff on here, of course. But there's the template that we're going to do for Friday using, oh, let me go back out, sorry. Using these measurements. All right, so here's your base card. You're either cardstock or DSP that's 2.5 by 3.5. A strip that's 1/2 inch by 2 1/4. A 1 by 1 square, and a 1.5 by 1.5 square. And that's all there is. Come on back on Friday and we'll finish this up. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.